Welcome to the training for AEM Network's FiBLU fiber optic certification system. We're going to start by going over a little bit of an introduction here about UniBLU, which is the app that you will use in order to operate the FiBLU fiber optic certification tester. It's available on both iOS and Android. It gives you an intuitive interface that allows you to perform fiber optic certification tests, configure the test standards for your tests, manage your project data, and sync the results to the cloud or to the Test Data Pro PC software. As far as system requirements go, your iOS version needs to be 15.5 or later. Android version needs to be Android 11 or later, and it does use a Bluetooth connectivity. The FiBLU product itself is a fiber optic certification tester manufactured by AEM Networks. You can use this individually for a loopback fiber optic test, or if you want to do dual-ended fiber certification, you'll need to use two FiBLU handsets. They're available in both single mode and multi-mode. Certifies fiber optic cabling installations in accordance with industry standards such as TIA and ISO. FiBLU communicates wirelessly with the UniBLU app via Bluetooth into your mobile device. Typical users are field technicians performing fiber cabling installations and certifications, network engineers who manage the fiber infrastructure projects, and IT administrators who are overseeing the test data and project records. To get started, make sure that you download and install the UniBLU app on your mobile device. You can scan the QR codes to download the app, or just go to the Google Play Store or the App Store from Apple. UniBLU Cloud Testing transformed your standard cloud directory into a fully synchronized testing environment. It integrates with Google Drive or OneDrive. It ensures that all testing assets, including your projects, your jobs, your users, and your test results, are managed through a familiar high availability infrastructure. So you can use either your Google Drive or your OneDrive. This eliminates the need to set up and maintain a separate server for your data management for cloud. It should be noted that you should choose one cloud storage platform and pretty much stick with it. You don't want to switch back and forth between OneDrive and Google Drive because it could lead to data loss or synchronization issues. This is just an example of that UniBLU cloud testing. So you've got your owner who will log into the app. They can then share the organization key with the manager, who can also share that with operators or with viewers. So your techs in the field would be operators. You may have a project manager who's the manager. Then you've got the business owner who owns the login credentials for your cloud, whether it's OneDrive or Google Drive. And then the viewer option is convenient if you have a customer who wants to see the results, but you don't want them going in and creating tests or being able to edit anything. So that is it's called the viewer option. And again, there are different functions for the owner versus the manager versus the operator versus the viewer. The UniBLU setup will be done on your mobile device after you've installed the app, and we will go through that live with the app here in just a moment. Before we go over the UniBLU app, I'm going to do a brief physical overview of the FiBLU. We see a pair here. I've got a pair of single mode testers that we'll be using for demonstration. I'll start on the back of the unit where you will see a product label. You will see the serial number. Now note that the product I have here has an orange housing. This is a pre-production model. Production models that you have will be green. On the back we see it is single mode 1310 1550. There is a serial number. Right here we can see the serial number. This one ends in 001. The other one I have is the same serial number, but it ends in 002. That will be important when you are pairing the tester. When you're connecting to the tester, the serial number, the one that you want to use as the main unit, is the one that you will want to connect to. On the front we have a power button, and if I press that power button, we'll see that the LED comes on and it is green. And in a moment we'll start to see some additional indicators on here. The LED directly to the left of the green LED is our indication of Bluetooth. Now it's flashing blue. That means that the Bluetooth is engaged. And what I will do now is open up my UniBLU app on my phone, and I will connect to that unit. And once it is connected, the blue LED for the Bluetooth indication goes solid. and then if I disconnect that tester, it will go back to a blinking LED. Again, the green LED indicates that we are powered on and not charging. If the LED were red, the unit would be powered off and charging. If the LED is orange, that would indicate that the unit is powered on and is connected to charging. The second LED we've talked about with the Bluetooth status. If it's connected to the app, it's solid blue. If it's blinking, it's advertising Bluetooth but not connected. Then the third LED is an indicator for red if the test fails, green if the test passes, or an orange blink if the test is active, the laser or the test is active. Now, another application for these LED indicators is a brief press of the power button. In this case, gives us 3 solid greens. And this is an indication of our battery status. If 3 LEDs are green, your battery is between 66 and 100%. If 2 LEDs are illuminated, the battery status is 33 to 66%. If only 1 LED is green, that is an indication of 3% to 33%. If you have a single red blinking LED, that is an indication that the power level in the battery is less than 3%. And again, to see that status, just push the button and we can see that my battery is between 66 and 100%. So let's take a look at the interfaces on the top. I'm going to open the clamshell, and here we see the transmit port. This is our light source. You can unscrew this. It comes with an SC on here, and then if you needed to change this, if you needed to change it out to an ST, for example, reach out to us about that, or you can use an SC to ST cord for that. For testing LC, there will be an SC to LC cord in your kit, so you can connect to the transmit port with that SC, so you don't need to change that port out. For the receive port, the power meter port, the SC is installed here. There will also be an LC interface for this port included with your kit. So for testing SC terminated fibers, you'll use SC to SC cords on both of these. For testing LC terminated fibers, you'll use an SC to LC on the transmit port and an LC to LC on the receive port with the LC interface installed. And those just unscrew and you can swap them out. The other port we've got here in the middle, this is our visual fault locator. It's currently protected by a yellow rubber boot, and you can see that is a 2.5 millimeter universal interface. And that is the physical overview. To power your unit on, again, just press that button and that unit will power up, and then the indicator lights will display accordingly as I've previously described. To power the unit down, simply press and hold the power button until the LED extinguishes. The first time you open the FiBLU app, you will see a prompt like this requesting to use Bluetooth. Go ahead and allow, and then on the next screen it will ask you if you want to connect a test device. For the first time you're using this, go ahead and skip this to go straight to the FiBLU dashboard, which is where we'll go on the app now. We'll start first with the settings. Down here in the lower right corner, I'm going to click on Settings. And we'll go through these various settings. Now, the first thing you'll see here is demo mode. If you turn that on by clicking the button, you'll notice that the background turns kind of an orange color. This is for using the app in demonstration mode, and you can play around with it if you like. I'm going to turn that off. There is a sound button. You can toggle the sound on and off so the alerts will either play or not play. The device status, if we click on that, this is where if we're connected to a device, we can restart it or we can power it off rather than using the button. And then the next thing is the sync preferences and the recycle bin. Now, I'm not connected to the cloud yet, so that's subdued. We can come back to that later. The recycle bin, I have deleted a few projects that I was testing. Those are in the recycle bin. The next one is autosave. Currently it is selected for all tests, so every test will automatically save, but we can select only pass so that only the tests that pass are automatically saved. And you can also turn autosave off so that you manually have to select the label that it's going to be saved under. Import custom limits. This is used if you need to import custom cables or limits. You also have printer setup. Now, for printer setup, we currently work with the brother printer, the PT-E550W label printer, but there are other label printers that will be added in the future. For units, I've got meters selected, but you can also select feet. Company logo. If you click on company logo, you'll be able to upload your own company logo in there. Just click choose from gallery or capture photo and you'll be able to add that. I'm going to scroll down. Test device, there's nothing to see here right now because I am not connected to a device. For the mobile app, we can see the mobile app version. The version I'm currently running is 4.0.23, and I can see available firmware versions. My language is English. If I click on that, you can actually choose different languages. The log will give us information. If you call tech support, we need to get some device logs from you. We can retrieve those there. App storage. This lets you know that the backup test data in your internal storage on your phone. You can do that. As well as select the folder containing that backup data if you want to restore it. About Us just gives you the information about AEM, and those are all of the settings. Now we're going to set up the owner account, which will link the cloud service. So I'm going to be using a Gmail address, so that we'll be going into my Google Drive for our cloud storage. But you could also use a OneDrive account. I'll be demonstrating the Google method using a Gmail address for the Google Drive. So the first thing we're going to do is click in the upper right corner here where we have the user profile icon in the upper right. I'm going to click that. Next, we're going to click where it says login right here. I'll click login. Now, the next thing we are going to do is click on owner login. Once we've got the owner login established and the cloud is linked, then the owner can also create a key to add users. And you email that key to the user, and then they can log into the app on their phone or tablet with the user login function. The first demonstration will be the owner login. Now you'll notice there is a little question mark there. If you click that, it will bring up help information. So I will click on owner login, and we receive a notification when signing into this app with Google. Please grant the app full access to your Google Drive to enable cloud-based testing. So make sure you select everything and grant full access. I'm going to click OK. FiBLU wants to use accounts.google.com to sign in. I'll click continue. Now I'm going to choose an account. I'm going to use another account here. So what I need to do is put in the email address. So I've entered the email address that I want to use for my Gmail account. I'm going to click the check mark and click next. Now I need to enter the password for that Gmail account. I have entered my password and I'm going to hit the check. And now I will click next. And we are now signed in. Click continue. Here is where you need to grant access. FiBLU wants to access your Google account. We want to select all and click continue. Now I want to enter an organization name. So AEM Networks Florida is our organization name. I will click OK. We receive notifications showing the account information. And there is an important notice: keep this app active on your phone for proper cloud management. Do not modify files created by this app in your cloud drive. Modifying these files may cause permanent data loss. So now I'm going to go ahead and hit my back button. And I'm back at home, and we see that I am in my AEM Networks account. So that takes care of setting up the cloud account, so that now when we run tests, they will be uploaded to the Google Drive for that Gmail address. For setting up manager access and user and viewer access, please see FiBLU training video number 2.